Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. Welcome to another fan cam. Liverpool 2, West Ham United 1. Make sure you're liking the video and subscribing if you're new. We're trying to reach 1k subscribers before the end of the season. Thank you for your support. It's been marvellous. It's been great. Thank you to everyone that joined the watch along as well. And listen, I'm gutted. I'm gutted. That was a great performance in the second half. As you guys know, though, I don't take losses and draws lightly. I don't, and I'm still not happy with the result, of course, because I think what we've learned from that is that we need to be clinical and we need a striker that can stay fully fit week in week out. Because again, when Fulcrook came on, we looked much better. I didn't understand the Sufar sub at first, but then I realised Salah's on the right hand side, so cool. You want to put Wan-Bissaka on the other side, and to be fair, Wan-Bissaka played well on both sides. And to be fair, Sufar played quite well when he came on. I even thought the players that I criticised a lot, apart from James Ward-Prowse, actually played quite well today. So Mavropanos, have to give it to him, played really well to an extent. Don't think he did make any errors. Comfortable on the ball. Lucas Paquetá, that's his best performance in the West Ham shirt this season. Um, it's been a while since we've seen a performance like that. Um, I really want to see. This is why I'm frustrated with him, because I want to see him just take the ball and control it and not make any stupid errors. And he didn't even do that today. I thought Mohamed Kudus played well. Kudus played well, but we know this with Kudus that he plays better when he needs to run into space, and that's what he did again today. So fair play to him as well. Didn't see much of Bowen today. I don't think we gave him the ball enough in the areas that we should have. However, when he did get into those areas, thought cool. He did what he could. I think that Allison save where he went one v one, he took two touches. That's just great goalkeeping. Liverpool still have the star quality, but with Salah on the bench, well, so Salah being subbed off and Trent in the stands, they still have Van Dijk and Allison, two players that stepped up for them that are like world class. And Fulcrook needs to do better for that. Fulcrook needs to do better for that. I was nervous when they had another corner, and listen, they scored the corner. They always find a way at Anfield. And as much as there was no one in the box to finish that goal when we scored it, um, and the players should be rightfully gutted with that, but they should really pat themselves on the back and look at themselves and be like, well, some of them that are going to be here next season should look at themselves and be like, well, we could do quite a bit next season if we keep improving. So I don't see why we can't capitalize upon this. My only thing, yeah, is when we perform like this against a club where we're not really seen as like, oh my god, um, what's it called? Oh my god, we performed well today against the Liverpool and Arsenal. We need to carry that on against teams around us that are above us or just below us as well, because we don't turn up the same. I've been encouraged by quite a few performances. Don't get me wrong. The Wolves one was an anomaly in itself, but we're seeing glimpses of what's to come, in my opinion. But my only thing is the reason why I can't hope for too much is because I don't know what this guy's going to get in the transfer window. He needs a certain amount of profiles that are going to help him. He needs technical players. He needs power, as I keep repeating every single week when talking about this club and the requirement he needs in midfield. I feel like it's very important to highlight that. Very, very important. For me, I feel like we saw that today. We need a six. We need a six desperately. And that's like the reason why Suchek and Alvarez never got a minute is because he doesn't like him. But the only reason why Ward-Prowse is there is because he can pass forward. But to be honest, leaves a big, massive hole physically. But I don't think it would have made a difference regardless who we play there, because we ain't got anyone of any form of discipline, regardless of what type of player they are. Whether we're looking at Alvarez, Suchek, or Ward-Prowse. I think Suchek is the most disciplined we have, but you're not going to play him as the lone six, are you? For me, there's no point playing Suchek if you don't allow him to go forward. And we played Salah and Paquetá today. I thought they both stepped up. I think we're much better with them two closer to a striker. I know Fulcrook can't do it 90 minutes. I feel like he should have been subbed on earlier, but I get Potter's very cautious in watching the workload of players when bringing it back. And I completely understand that, because I'd rather a manager that's too cautious in bringing players back rather than a manager that rushes players back and they get injured again. A bit like how our two previous managers have done that in the past with certain players, with Lopetegui with Emerson, and Moyes with Lucas Paquetá when he came back from injury and got injured again. Because last season, Paquetá was so key that we didn't even win a game without him. But this is like, when sometimes these players like they play badly and they give us the odd performance of what we want to see, this is what I'm trying to see, but week in, week out. I need to see it week in, week out. Unfortunately, we don't see it week in, week out. It's very unfortunate that we don't see it week in, week out. It is a big shame. However, it is where it is sort of thing. Like Anfield's a very hard place to go, so I completely understand. I completely sympathise with that, but it's not impossible, and we've shown that it's not impossible. But at Anfield, you have to be like you can't be like buying into the occasion of the stadium because that's why foreign teams do so well there because they don't care. They don't care about English stadiums. So why would they? They've gone to Bayern Munich, the Allianz. They've gone to Juventus' stadium. They've gone to Inter. They've gone to Barcelona. They've gone to Real Madrid. They've gone to Borussia Dortmund. They've gone to Atalanta Stadium. Like they've gone to more difficult stadiums. So when they approach any stadium, they play the same, which is what English teams struggle with when coming to Anfield. They try to do extra shit. Play your game and don't be naive. Like football is very simple. Um, they don't look as good, obviously, as the start of the season. I think we nullified them well after they scored. I feel like we regrouped defensively quite well. Someone like an Ollie Scholes, this is a learning curve for him. He's really struggled with Salah at the start, which is why I said in a preview, if you guys watch my match preview, I said Emerson should start this game. But obviously, like I said with Alvarez and Souček, he clearly doesn't like Emerson or clearly thinks he's going as well. So maybe Emerson's one of the people on the chopping block, unfortunately, because of the fact he's on a year left, even though I don't think he should be. I don't even think he should be dropped in the first place. That's why the only reason why Sufal came on is because we wanted to shift Wan-Bissaka to the left because Sufal ain't got a future here either. He's going into summer on a free. But there are positives to take. Doesn't mean I'm happy with the result. I never will be. I wasn't even going to be happy with a draw, but I would have still taken positives. It kind of would have been the exact same sort of match reaction from me. That's why I didn't react too tough when we conceded either. So I want to say this: credit to all the players involved, apart from James Ward-Prowse, because even Skulls picked up his performance in the last 10-15 minutes of the first half, and when he started the second half, he was picking it up. So it's a learning curve for him. He shouldn't be too down about it. You're at West Ham now. You're going to have to hold smoke regardless whether you're 19 or 38. So you're going to have to be criticised anyway. It is what it is, man. You're only just getting started here, man. You're only just getting started. Like you're a young player. Once you play more first team football, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. It's your first time coming up against Salah and starting against him. So there's not really too much I can say. But other than that, you played like shit in the first 20 minutes and you picked back up in the last part of the first half and started the second half well. So credit to you. But this is a learning curve. These are the kind of caliber of players, not necessarily, you're not going to come up against Salah every week, but you got to prepare yourself like you're coming up against Salah every week. So you're one level above the wingers you're coming up against. Because there's a lot of shit wingers out there, so you should be fine. But there's a lot of wingers that are going to try and do what Salah does and try and get on the inside channel and be a bit nippy. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. I feel like Kilman was probably my man of the match today, especially within the first half. I think he saw everything going in the box and really retrieving it well, reading it well, heading the ball out well, uh, winning the ball in the air very well. And credit to him, I thought he was probably our best player in the first half, and then Wan-Bissaka in the second half. I would give man of the match probably Kilman or Wan-Bissaka. Thought Paquetá played well though. Thought Salah did decent. Kudus was much better. Sufal did well when he came on. Mavropanos was really good. Saliba had a shaky first 30 minutes, and I think he picked it back up. I don't think Areola needed to actually do much, funny enough. But I don't think he made a mistake. So fair play to him. I thought the substitutions, Guilherme, Sufal, Fulkrook, I think I'm remembering everyone. I think they made an impact when they came on. So fair play to them as well. And there's not really much I can argue with, not really much I can say that I'm completely disappointed with, if I'm being 100% honest with any of you. But what I want to see is we've missed out on a point and points coming up against Liverpool by performing this well. So when we're coming up against a less caliber of team and we can perform this well, let's get the win. Let's get the win, please. Let's get the win. Let's get the 3 points. So shout out to everyone watching the fan cam live on Premiere. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me and email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later today. Take care and peace.